So, I'm thinking, here's what I'm thinking. I think these are going to work as a base for some ornaments. I'm thinking something dangling there, maybe some wire around the front. I'm not sure. That doesn't belong in there. That's a pretty good one. Let's just grab, I think there's 3 or 4 kinds here. Yeah, so what do I think? Some green beads here. I'll just dump them out. I'm just using this white felt to keep the beads from rolling, but there's lots of things. You can buy bead mats. I like the white ones. They're clean. Well, they were when I started. Let's see. Alright, grabbing these. These are pretty good little trays. Instead of having them everywhere, it's really good for scooping. We'll do that. Do I want these? Yeah, I probably want one of these on each one. I did find some more bead mixes that had more reds in them. I want red and gray? I don't think. But there's some good red stuff in there. And this one had lots of greens. It's these big green ones. Let's try those. Yeah, I'm not digging this pale green here, and this is too much of a teal blue green. Yeah, no, I don't like that. These are nice, pure, lovely green, lovely green. I'll grab a few different ones. Yeah, purple, no. Just this color. I don't know what you'd call that color. It's not Kelly green. Maybe lime? Oh, that's a good one too. I don't know. Yeah, I got beads everywhere. Okay, put them away. What else? What else? What else? No, not that. Oh yeah, I was gonna dig through here. Ooh, that's gorgeous. Yeah, that's that. Is that for Christmas? Maybe the pale one? No, that's not what I'm doing. Yeah, I like these really sharp crystal ones. What did I see in here that I wanted? Anything? There's some reds. I really do just want the traditional red and crystal. Oh, there's crystal. And I don't know what traditional means. That's what I'm looking for this. You can use whatever color beads you want, obviously. And once I figure out what I'm doing, you can follow along. Aha! Ooh, those are nice. Oh, hey. A couple of nice ones. These ones are from Michael's, obviously. Never buy anything at Michael's unless you have a coupon. Okay, so that's there. Oh, knocking over my coffee. I don't know if this is interesting. Do you guys think this is interesting? Ah, that's nice too. Oh, do you know what? That's nice to have the... Yeah, similar shapes and different colors. So I could do maybe one in red and one in green. We'll see. I don't know what I'm doing. Black? No, not black. Black doesn't do it for me. What the heck is in here? Oh, those are nice greens. Those are nice Christmassy greens. We'll take them out. Those ones are acrylic, actually. Some good reds. I'm looking for... You know what? I don't know what I'm looking for. A mix, some contrasting shapes, and... Ooh. Contrasting shapes, contrasting sizes. If everything in a design is all the same size and shape, it's kind of boring. If everything is the same color, it's boring. Like, even if it's all red, then you kind of want different shades of red. might do pearls. Do I feel like pearls? No, I never like pearls. Or you know what? They're not sparkly enough. They're an opaque kind of thing. And I wanted my 2mm beads for something. I still don't really know what I'm doing. Let's see. Reds. Oh, I'm doing this off camera like a moron. Oh, everything fell down, but nothing fell out, so we're good. That's some good stuff. You know what? Cyan is a good red to look for when you're doing stuff. When you want red, that's a good cyan. But with the cyan, garnet red. I'm all over the place. Oh, that's a nice holly color. Oh, I think I have some leaves. I've got some really nice green leaves. I might do something with that. No, too dark. That's a good red too. The rest of this is too pink for me. And I'm going to see what crystal I have. Those are really good. That came from like a chandelier, I believe. And, oh, there's a bunch of them. Plus some big ones. Oh. Yeah, the big ones. You know what? It's Christmas time. Go big or go home. I have some of those out. Those are nice and big. The faceted crystals just give you the... Ooh! Speaking of big, this definitely came from a chandelier. You know what? These have ornament all over them. Yeah. Yep. Flowers, some tiny spacer beads, but I have some out. Yeah. Okay. Alright. We're taking the shape. Get some coffee here. And a few other bits of beads. These are sweet. Oh, there's my leaves. Alright. I think I'm trying to just think out loud. Maybe this sucks. Maybe you guys think it's awesome. Maybe it's terrible. I don't know. But I thought it can be cool to watch someone else's process. I like to do it. I like to just sit and watch some chefs I like who talk as they're working. There's the guy who makes huge swords on YouTube, Michael Cthulhu, and he's fascinating. He's not doing anything. He's just grinding for 10 minutes straight, and it's freaking fascinating. And I don't know why, and maybe this isn't. But let's. Maybe it's best if I have a plan. Maybe it's best if I don't have ADD, and you guys can understand what I'm saying. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to pause this for a second here. I'm just going to pull out some beads and mess with them, lay them out, see what they sort of look like, figure out ways they could combine, what looks good with these shapes, which of these shapes I like the best. These big things are kind of fantastic. I'm not sure what I want to do, but they're really heavy. Oh, one at a time, they're not so bad. Okay, so I'll take one of them. Do I have scissors? Yes. Some scissors. Cut out some beads. So I like this shape just because it gives it length. It's nice to have a long kind of ornament. I got a bump under here. That's kind of annoying. I'm rooting. Don't mind me. So we could do a little dangle. I think I like the idea of a dangle, so we could do a huge one. This massive thing. No, it needs color at least. Maybe it doesn't use this at all. I kind of like this. Yeah, I think that's cool. So if I had a hook here and I did some loops and each one of these was like articulated, that's nice. Maybe in a bit of wire around the top, and if I had teeny tiny reds, which I do, but that's not the same as that red. Ah, there we go. I can do reds, or I could do leaves. No, I don't like the leaf on there. I think I'll put, using the wire, stick a couple of red beads around that. Oh, that sounds nice. It's real crystal, I guess. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay. Harder to see. I want to cluster those reds for sure. Probably get a third one. Maybe in a different size. I see something in here. Oh, it's broken. Shoot. One brighter red. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so I'm going to try making that up. Now, I'm not taking the copper for some reason. Green. Now, this one has 3 holes in the bottom. Let's go with that. So let's say this way. No, this way. Oh. Alright, you get out of the way over here. So if these were all dangles, then I would put something in between them. Excuse me. I don't think I want red and green together. I'm thinking, well, maybe. Not those. Not those. No? Maybe. Oh. Maybe I do like that. Do you know what I kind of do? So if I just do a wire wrap loop around each one of these, and again, articulate them, hook them into there, very dangly, and maybe get some of those flat backs. Oh, there's a couple here. And like glue them on. That could work. Oh yeah, that'd be nice. And you know what, if I put some of those on the back of this, then it would be on either side. So that works. Okay. We'll play with that one too. No, I don't like hearts. What have I got? Maybe. Do you know, maybe the copper will work with this batch of beads over here. Maybe a cluster. Oh, it's a little copper flower. Yeah, okay, that's gonna go in there. So I'll wire and or glue that onto there. And I'm just gonna dangle. Oh, there's some lovely colors in here. Oh, it's something that's the same. Oh, there's a little drop. Tiny little drop. So maybe, I guess I sort of have the same thing happening on each one of these. I'm feeling dangly today. So I don't want right next to each other. I have these 3, 1, 2, 3 holes. I like these little drops. I don't generally like teardrops. I find them annoying because I usually want to keep going. But where they are definitely going to be dangly, then they're pretty cool. Alright, that actually makes them right next to each other. Oh, I like that color, but not working. Try you. And one of you. I love these bead mixes. Someone else did the thinking. Something like that. I'm thinking, because these are so far apart, I might do something sort of wild with the wire. Not sure. I think that's... I do want to do something with these. I'll try one more. If I had this... Not sure if you can even see that. Excuse me. Where did I find these little guys? Little holly berries. Ah, so cute. It's kind of small for an ornament. Which I guess is why the bases make it work better. So these have a hole on either side. So if I dangled that there, and then that was at the bottom? No, at the top. I like the idea of the cluster at the top. Get up there. And then maybe a squiggle. It's not really a drop though. What else do I have? Oh, there's one. Hello. Oh, aren't you lovely? I can find 3, which I just think I just did. This has 5 things on it. Alright, I'm going to do something like that too. But I think what I'm getting at is something like a base with some decoration and some dangles off it. So I'm just going to grab some wire and try one of these. I don't know if it's going to work. We'll find out. I think this would be the easiest one to do. I have the best vision for this. It seems to make the most sense. So I think I'll start at the bottom. I'm going to use 20 gauge wire and hopefully that goes through. It does. Lovely. I want these to all be separate, so I'm going to wrap them individually. Don't need very much for this much. For just this little simple teardrop wrap. Pull it up. I never like to push too hard because this is so fragile it could just snap right off, and that's always annoying. And in fact, I'm going to hold, before I twist this, I'm going to hold the wire so that I'm twisting against the wire, not the wire twisting against the stone. I found I've broken too many teardrops that way. I'm just going to make this a simple loop and wrap it around. I could do something fancy with that. Do I want to? No, I'm just gonna do one little last loop just to cover that front bit. You always want to know which piece, which face of what you're working on is the front face, and you shove your wire to the end, to the back of it. So that's, I mean, what's that, 3 or 4 inches? That'll be a good size, I think. So I'm going to do another piece using the 20 gauge. And for this, I'm going to connect them, not with jump rings, which jump rings will always come apart unless you solder them, so I just loop them this way, and just because this one spins, there's no front and back, so it doesn't matter that it's going to be a little bit sideways. So I'll do that 3 twists, add the bead, straighten that out, make a loop, finish it off. I should have the camera on my left side because I'm right-handed and I keep getting in the way. I'll have to readjust where I'm sitting to do that, I think. Because on my left is all bench. And so I have this. Oh, it didn't close very well, did it? Oh yeah. I'll do some wraps around, a little bit of decoration. Finish it at the top. Get in there. There. So this is kind of spinny. It doesn't really matter. I'm getting in my own way. Shocking. Let's get these other pieces into their own little trays to work on later. I'm always in my own way. So what did I want? I wanted this to attach there. So I am going to need a jump ring. I have some 5mm ones here. These are the biggest pre-made ones I have. These pliers have been used so often they're magnetic now. Always funny. Alright, jump ring. Lots of people use the jump ring thing on your finger, but the first time I used it I hurt my finger so bad. I was probably doing it wrong, but also my stuff hurts all the time. I don't think it matters front or back on this piece. Close it back up. I'm thinking with the width of this, that jump ring shouldn't let go. Is it copper or silver? I literally can't tell. It is copper. Yeah, copper. Darn, I didn't want copper, but it's alright. So I'm just going to do the same thing with these ones, but you know what? I think I want them to be longer. Do I want them like that? Do I want something in between them? I think I'll start at the top of this one. Yeah, I think I'll start by attaching them directly instead of with the jump ring, will I? Oh, decisions are hard. What have I got that's small? Oh, these little silver things might work. Maybe that? Or, since that's copper, I think I got a couple of coppery ones. Oh, I think that'll work. It just, with the wire, this just got longer in proportion to what I had going, and I don't know if it's gonna be the right length. I think I'll maybe double them. I'll just do it. Whatever. That's what this is about. Just do it. No, I'm gonna use the jump rings in there. Get in the hole, get in the hole. Make a loop. These beads are nice. I don't remember where I got these beads. The price on that package wasn't cheap. Where did I get you? Check beads. Don't know. Do not know. Should have made this loop before putting the bead on. Just because the bead's getting in my way. Get out my way. Get in there. Alright, that's possibly the worst wrapped loop I've ever done, but that's alright. It's not like anyone's watching. Ha 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 ha. Pull a quick one here. Do the wraparound. And cover up my mistakes. Ta-da. Still not great. Oh man, I'm just gonna claim being sick. That's what's gonna happen. Okay, get in there. You little jerk. Making it worse, making it worse. Alright, so that is quite long, but I think I like having it a little long to be a little contrasty. Short. Yeah, like that. And I'm going to do one dangle for those. Yes. So now this doesn't have the sideways. It is a full bead all the way through. What am I going to do? I think I'll do a little one of these. Just a little loopy-doop. You know that thing I do. And give it a bend. Like that. That on there. Yeah, is that going to be too long? No, too long. Too long, dumbass. That's going to be too long, too. Shoot. Alright, different plan. Different piece of wire. Instead, if I just do this way, I think we'll do the loop on the front. Yeah. Like that. And do this loop and attach it to the red one before finishing it. Get around. No wonder they invented a thing called a third hand. Got all the stuff towards the back, which is the opposite of where I put the floofy bit. Okay, and let's add that using the jump ring and see how it looks. Oh, that's another reason I hate jump rings. They're finicky. But gravity is your friend. Alright. How's that kind of... Oh, yeah, that's the right length. That's what I wanted. See, I should have just trusted myself in the first place. I didn't need those original, or the bronzy things. Nice. Let's finish the other one. So that's just... Ow! Stabbed myself. Let's see here. Try to be a little symmetrical, if it kills me. So I went that way, so this one wants to go this way. Make sure it's tight to the bottom. I didn't do that one and I did it backwards. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I can finish this one and attach the other one. Nothing worse than getting them both finished and realizing they're not attached to each other. But there's only one, so it's alright that I did it in a different order. You to the back, and you to the back, and everyone gets cut off. Okay, one guy's done. One more. So, Now is when I want to hook this little jerk onto here so that I don't forget them. I'm just going to attach this way. Push down. Actually, this one had the longer on the bottom, didn't it? Yep. So I'm going to bring it up a bit so I can use this extra wire. If I do that, let's check the length. It's pretty close. Ooh, picked it up. I forget I'm on camera. Okay, so I'll use this wire to fill in that empty space that I added, just to fit it. And which way is the back? That way, sorta. There's still space to fill, so I'll give it one more. There. Tuck. Oh, come on. I'm holding the wrong one, I think. There it is. Alright, so I should be thinking about back and forth, but I'm not. If it doesn't work, I'll think about it then. But we'll just give it a whirl here and see if it hangs approximately correct. I think that's, yeah, that's the front, so I gotta whip it through this way. And oh, that's kind of nice. They're kind of annoying, aren't they? After all that, I don't really like it. Looks good flat, but when it hangs and you can't really see, they end up doing this. I'm not sure what to do about that. Maybe it's okay. I don't know. I think what I'll do is I'll just put that aside and we'll glue a couple of little bibbly bobs onto the front and the back there. And how would I fix that? It's because these are all the same size. So maybe one small thing. And this is too long. Maybe I make this longer. Yeah, I don't know. But it's not quite what I wanted. Well, that was a little disappointing. I know it's a weird place to end a video, but I do actually end up doing some really totally useful stuff happening in the next video, and I think there's a few good techniques here that could be adapted for your own use. So I thought I just posted it anyway, so we get this series of me figuring out what in the name of all that's good and green am I doing. So hopefully you're enjoying it, and it's time for the next video.